Hello everyone, welcome to ODST Halo Guide, YouTube channel for a lot of Halo tips and gameplay that will be able to help you improve generally on what you do. I am Perplexality. You can see the name at the bottom was just there. My name used to be on the channel ODST Perplexed, and it used to be the Gaming Ocean. I've pretty much been the main contributor of this. I like to take some gameplay from everyone around in the community and anything like that to do tip videos on it, or just to generally look it over and turn it into something that everyone can gain from. So if you have any submissions, send it to Perplexality, or if you have any friend requests or something you want to just play with me, I'm always open to having new friends with mics on. I prefer if you have a mic, and just send that to Perplexality, and it'd be a big help. Now this is some gameplay from Complex earlier. Actually, my capture card had kind of broken, and that's why I've been very inactive for the past, kind of month on it. I've been playing Halo, but because of some things that happened with a hard drive and some capture card, I haven't been able to save videos, and I haven't been able to record any. So this is actually a video from just an hour ago. I think it was my first game of a session, and I kind of just sat down with WTD and we played. And I just really wanted to put out some videos out right now since the new recording software hardware was in today. So that's kind of generally what I'm doing. But I think I'm going to talk about, in this video, kind of strategies for the game. And there are two different things I'm kind of talking about. Every single game is about a mentality that you have. Every game you have, you're going into it with some kind of mentality, like, I'm gonna camp these rocks, I'm gonna go for no scopes everywhere, and I'm gonna go run. And everyone has their different kind of mentalities that they play as. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna go run, throw sticky grenades, and I'm gonna go bolt shot around the corner. Everyone has something. I'm gonna tell you the right way to kind of prepare a mentality for a game, which is you should focus on your teamwork, where you're gonna be, and how you're gonna be there. And this game, we kind of went into the game, we started off, I was playing with WTD. You guys noticed him from my earlier videos. He's in the game, he has the WTD over his name, which makes him pretty easily distinguishable. But I was playing with him, and basically I said, we're going into this game, what I want you to do is, we want to stick together as much as possible, and we're going to hold that little central building on Complex. That's all we had to say, and generally that's kind of what we're doing. Our whole team's kind of in there. It was kind of convenient that the rest of our team joined into that building. Although, we actually hadn't talked to them. They kind of just got on. But it's still very convenient that they got in. And what you want to do, really, is just, keep someone with you at all times. When you play team games, always try having one other person online. Which, again, is why I say everyone who wants to play, I don't really discriminate against player skill. As long as you're an enjoyable person, there's always room for an improvement. So you always want to have someone to play with when you're going into team games. You want to go in and you want to say, I'm going to stick with them, and we're going to stay together. We're just going to team shot, we're going to call out everything, and we're going to basically work together to control positions and get kills. And even if you don't have anyone and you're going into a team game anyways, what you want to do probably is just find a certain guy that you want to stick with and stay with him. You don't want to vary from, shooting with them at all. Just, if you find a random guy on the map, just follow them around until they die, and then find a new guy to stick with. And just make sure you always have a teammate close by, because you guys can both team shot, which means that, you kill people twice as fast. And although you're half as likely to get the kill, you're still likely to get the assist, and you're less likely to die, which I think kind of outweighs that little fact that you're less likely to get the kill if you get one. Second thing about having someone to stick with is, let's say you die, then you have someone to clean up your kill. That means you get an assist, and the other person didn't get away with just killing you. Like right here, I was sitting with WT, I was like, guys behind us. So we both rushed in together. We combined our firepower to attack as, kind of one. So we were both less likely to die, and we were both more likely to get the kill. And I kind of just sat there in the window until we find something very specific, laying shots into everyone, which is kind of more of a support role. And basically just trying to stay alive, because in Slayer, half the battle is staying alive. Everyone thinks, it's kill, kill, kill. But if you get 49 kills in a Slayer game, but you were all 50 deaths, then you gave the other team one more kill than you contributed to your own team. You know, you can't go in, oh, I'm gonna rush in with a assault rifle every time, I'm just gonna run and punch at them. No, you can't do that, because that's just basically begging to give them kills. You know, you do nothing for your team if you give them more kills than you get kills for yourself. And then, you know, also assists come into a matter, but generally we like to look at a KD ratio, which is basically the ratio of how many kills you get to deaths. I go 3.0 in this, which basically means that for every one death I had 3 kills, which is fairly decent. My overall KD is about, you know, 2.0 or something. So it's all about getting together with people and staying alive and calling out everything. You know, and don't ever do this. You can't just run at someone with a shotgun. That was very stupid of me. I should never have done that. But you can't just take a shotgun and run at people. You always want to be able to kind of forethink and make sure that you don't contribute too much to the other team's amount of kills, and you make sure you contribute to your own team being able to get points and stay alive. And the best way to do that is, again, with sticking with people, having a strategy and a plan. It's hard to think on your feet. So the easy way to combat this is to get a plan before you go into the fight. You don't have to go ahead and just randomly decide in the middle of the game that, oh, I'm going to rush this. You can go right before the game. This is what WTD and I, you know, we both sat down. We're like, okay, we want to control this building. Let's keep this building. We didn't deviate from the plan. As soon as we spawned, we may have gone for some power weapons, but as soon as we got the power weapon, we went straight back to that building so that we can control it. We could stick there, we could team shot together, and we could be more effective. And just call out everything. You know, stuff, you know, you just call out where people are. You don't have to have call outs specifically. You just have to tell them generally where they are. Maybe even relative just to you. You could be like, oh, there's forward, they're behind, you know, back where I used to be. You know, they're flanking, the guy's coming up behind us, you know. You just want to yell something like that so they'll have a know. So they'll know exactly what's happening. There's a bolt shot around that corner. That's some important stuff that you want to know that prevents your teammates from dying, and it lets your teammates know where kills are so that they can get those kills, and they can help you get the kills. So those are very important things to say. Even stuff that could be, you know, useless is like, you know, oh, I'm out of bolt shot ammo. Oh, there's a guy running down from down the hall, and there may not even be anyone in the room, you know. Oh, this guy's one shot. You see, like, I've been told that that guy was a no shield, so I decided to say, even though I knew he had the saw, because I knew I could outshoot him, and because of that information, I ended up getting a kill. I ended up cleaning up the kill that my last 2 teammates had died for. You know, you want to basically stick with a strategy around that, and keep everyone alive and working together. In order to win, everything has to work together. Very few people can pull off being a lone wolf unless you're very good at forethought and planning. You're just a very skilled player. And what the most important thing is not skill. Skill is very helpful. It helps you land shots, but you don't necessarily, even if you have a perfect DMR and you 5-shot all the time, if you're going against 2 people, you're not even going to get a chance to fire 5 shots before you die. So what's the point of it? You know, you have to be able to think. You have to be able to process it in your mind. And I mean, one of the things I actually like to do to work on this is, like, I read, like, you know, military combat books and everything. I like to read up on strategy. I find it kind of fun by myself, just in itself, and it's really helpful because it relates back to this. I mean, you don't have to take personal time into reading, into preparing for a video game, but it does help to be able to think strategy and think on your feet and be able to plan and get those kind of combat essentials into it. Because once you get up to being like at the MLG players, all of them have just a solid DMR. It's who thinks fast, who's the most aggressive, and who has the best teamwork and who's the best shot. You know, out of all those things, what you want to be focusing on is everyone working together to get kills. It's far more effective to be able to kill someone. Like those 2 guys, there's 2 guys versus just me. I ended up dying because there were 2 of them. I wasn't even able to fire 5 shots before they killed me, which is, you need at least 5 to kill someone with the DMR. You know, so again, most important thing to work on is always how you play the game. Skill comes as you play it, but if you just go and run in every single time and shoot up with an AR and then try punching, I mean, if you run straight at people, it's not going to work. And eventually, you'll get good at shooting the AR and you'll get good at punching, but that'll do you very little good if you're not able to think about what you're doing and think about what you're doing to get a kill. So what I urge everyone to do, this is my challenge I want you guys to think about, is get a plan before you go to a game. Just like, who am I going to stick with? What am I going to hold down? And how do I want to play this game? And do I want to play passively, or do I want to be more aggressive? And when you figure that out, I guarantee that you will see a change in your gameplay. You won't have to think on your feet as much. So I want to thank you guys all for watching. This is close to the end of the game. I think I went 24-8, if anyone was wondering. But please comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos, and please give me some support to help it. Hopefully I'll be bringing you guys videos soon. So thanks. I'm gonna let the video play out now, and have a nice day.